There we go. Big, oh, doubles. All right, what's up everyone? We are back on the river again, hunting some springtime smallies. Starting out with a super fluke. I'll be using my good old Whopper Plopper as well. But last time it didn't work out very well for the Whopper Plopper. Got one on it, but they just weren't in a very good chasing mood, at least for top water. They were hitting the super fluke pretty well. A lot of times they just kind of strike at it, and if they didn't get it the first time, just kind of give up. We'll see how they do today. Just paddling up river right now, then we'll float down. Paddling upriver will give me the chance to hit the slack water behind some of these rapids, as well as that island right there. Has that nice little cove right there, and then also on the back of it, it should have some pretty nice slack water, and they really like to stack up behind islands that are big disturbances in the water. All right, try this water past these rapids. The slack water in here right behind these rocks is really good stuff. They'll even sometimes stack up in front of the rocks. Like you can see up there in front of these rocks how it's a lot calmer water. A lot of times stack up in there too, because the water pushes against the rocks and kind of creates a little slack water pocket in front of the rocks as well as behind. And also, you don't need an anchor, because it'll just bounce you from this current to that current. You might eventually get a hold of the current and start going downstream, but should get at least a few casts worth where you're out of the current. See, just like that, I'm back into the current, just like I said. Well, I got what, 3, 4, 5 casts? And I'll just let the current kind of push me this way. I'll fish it. Hit this island over here. This will kind of give me a little gauge for how the fish are feeling. I also have these grass patches, so it'll give me an early indication if they like the grass or the slack water or the moving water behind the rocks, or the almost completely still water behind this cove. The stuff leading up to the still water just kind of gives me a little sampling of just about everything. Nope, there's one. Oh, dang it, didn't get it. Okay, well, he charged out of that rougher water. Throw in there a few more times, and he hit that white super fluke on the front. So if I give him a bunch more strikes on the front, I might just change to that white super fluke for both of them. Then it becomes a question of, is it a color thing where it looks more like the minnows, or is it a visibility thing? Which in this clear water and the success that I've had before on the watermelon red flake, well, I don't think it's a visibility thing, unless it's just they're going after the first one they see. I'll give a few tosses with the Whopper Plopper, see if anything's aggressive enough to get this. Remember, even with Whopper Ploppers and stuff like that, experiment. You can change the cadence, you can give it a little fast reel, make it spit some water, reel it fast, reel it slow. Let the fish dictate what they want. Sometimes they want it loud and just add that pace that gives it the loudest plopping noise. Other times they might want it sped up. The water's deeper over here on the other side, so I'm gonna mosey over here. Alright, no more follows than that. So we'll try old Mr. Ned Crawl. The grass will really grow up right there on the edge, and then there's a nice little, I don't know, foot and a half drop off into some deeper water right next to it, because the grass holds the soil in place. But right off the bank there's nothing. And something had it. Did not get a hook in them. Man, they're just not getting it. But I'm getting back here into the quicker moving water, so I'll switch back to the Super Fluke. They're active, they're biting stuff. Just gotta hopefully find some really active fish to bite my Super Flukes. But they seem right there off the edge, so that kind of gives me an inkling as far as what they're doing. Kind of off the edge, and then the one back at the island was just off the edge of that island as well. So that might be what I'm looking for. It's right off the edge of stuff. There's a big something in the water. I mean, not like musky big, but decent smallmouth big. Or just a huge one of those sucker fish that they have around here. And this area over in here has a lot of ledges. Move it slow enough, I should be able to fish these ledges pretty efficiently. Just dangling a little carrot in front of all these ledges. So if I was a smallie, especially a big smart smallie, this is where I'd be. Just waiting for something foolish or careless enough to come near one of these ledges for protection. And then hammer them. There's some good bait fish. No, dang it. Oh, that was a good one, that was a good one, that was a good one. Oh, there's another good one. Right here near the side. Interesting. Another decent one right here near the side. I'm not exactly sure how that one missed. My base, because I didn't feel it at all. There, I went after it again. Kind of bumped it that time. So this is a good area. So I've seen two smallies roaming in here, and then another out there that was hitting my bait but just not getting a hook in it. So this kind of gives me a chance to experiment with these smallies, see what they're after, see what they're liking. Is it a presentation and I need to just completely ditch the Super Flukes, go to something else? Or is it a color thing? Is it a cadence thing? Is it a depth in the water thing? And also that fish was aggressive enough that I can toss that Whopper Plopper around, see if any of these fish will bite, and if they won't hit the Whopper Plopper, then I can switch something out for the Whopper Plopper, since that's just a rod that it's taken up and unfortunately they're not liking. I'm seeing these flashes from these minnows in the water. So ever since the last time I was here, I was kind of thinking about using a jerk bait because I've seen bass chasing minnows. Alright, looks like I like the crawfish imitator. Alright, not a bad fish at all. Nice first fish. Alright, so I got one on the Ned rig. See if anything even strikes at the Whopper Plopper, or even follows it for that matter. Because if I don't even get a follow, then that'll tell me something. So it might be an issue of they're so keyed in on a certain type of bait fish, like these silver ones that I just mentioned, that they aren't really looking to eat anything else, and that they're getting close to my lures, and then they see it and they're like, that doesn't look right, and turn away at the last moment. Don't really get it well in their mouths, and so I can't get a good hook in them. That's one of the drawbacks sometimes of super clear water, is that you just really have to match those bait fish. as close as you can, size and color, or else they might just, you know, kind of swipe at it, might headbutt it, but other than that, you won't be able to get a good hook in them. Oh, here's a smallie right here. See how it reacts. Wow. Just completely turned away from the Whopper Plopper. Now that could have been the fish that I just caught, but it's unlikely that it's the one that I just caught, because the one I just caught is probably tucked in some weeds, tucked into some rocks, and isn't really roaming around much right now. I think the only thing that's going to be following the Whopper Plopper today is its own shadow. What the heck? Oh. Yeah, of course, right after I say, let's get going, and I get going and get bit off by something. Alright. Back re-rigged. Well, apparently that color change was a smart one, because what was that, second, third cast total, and first cast right over here along this rock, and something came up and broke it off. No, right. There we go. Big, oh, doubles. Oh, dang, and I don't, oh. And I don't have my, I don't have my dang net. Oh, dang. Big one broke off. Oh, well, that was cool. I've got to bring my net with me. Alright, first retie, then fish. Dang it, that was a good fish too. We are re-rigged again. Whew. Let's do that again. Except, not lose the fish this time. I just gotta find a nice happy spot where it's not pushing me too hard or pulling me too hard. Okay, fine. Well, that was an adventure. Fortunately, I couldn't coax anymore into biting again, but man, that was cool. Oh, dang, that's another good smallie. Alright, so here's one of those places I talk about. See how the water's pushing up against that little island and it digs out right in front of it. It's a perfect place to just throw something like a super fluke and just let it drift down to a little tumble rig action. Woo! Sorry, I turned the GoPro off because I thought it was off while I was retying. Hey, that's a good one. We might have found something. Nice pretty guy. Super red eyes. Thanks, buddy. Now they smell like squid, but I wonder. Hey, oh, I might be onto something, because if I put A little garlic on there. I bet that dang tastes like calamari. We might be on to something. Well, they're liking this.
Hey,
look.
snip that.
Huh?
Snip it.
Snip it. I can't. If you get on the other side of it, you might be able to get it out. This area while I'm not moving, I like it better for old Ned rig. Let's go, Ned. Give me a donkey head. There's number 4. Nice little guy. So that dude's chasing George off with the blowing machine. Get out there, George, he's gonna get you. Guess that's his fishing spot. Little rock bass. I'll eat that, cricket. Kayak going there. See, I got one of those voice activated kayaks. It's pretty sweet. Come on now, wind. I didn't make some progress. I got a little league game to get to. What's my boy? Well, looks like my battery turned off. Hopefully y'all saw me catch that 6th bass, but if not, I caught a 6th one. Caught it on the jig with pedal tail swim bait on it. Woo! No! No, no me gusta! I did not like that. Had me speaking in tongues. I'm probably covered with spiders. Oh no, he didn't get the hook. How did he not get the hook? He slammed it. My hookup ratio today is leaving room for improvement. So that looked like a smallie that swam under it. Didn't come after it, so tells me that they might just want stuff deeper in the water column today. We got cows. Big smallie just chased it. There's another big smallie. Ahoy there! Found me. Huh?
That's a brick.
Oh. I was wondering what kind of apparatus this was. Little guy came and nipped it. Oop, Fluke's playing with it. Let's see, come on, buddy. Come on, let's get you back in the water. Is that 8? The ocean line? Oh, goodness. That felt like a hit. Hello. There's 9. Ah. What in the world? Come on. Get my flukes. I came back after it too. So I don't get it. These fish are upset about something today. And it could just be an issue of, for whatever reason, they want to be lower in the water column and they want to feed at the same level they are. So they're kind of feeding down and not really feeding up, not wanting to attack things that are up. There's a reason for it. I think that they'd want to be in the higher in the water column, since the water's getting warmer, probably a little bit more comfortable for them. But who knows? Who knows why fish do what they do? So I just kind of fish over here where I can fish the pretty shallow area as well as the kind of moderately shallow area, and you know, see if I get any follows, see if I get any hits, and then from there I'll just stick to that area. Ooh, but that's a nice, looks like there's a nice dip right outside the bank where it gets kind of deeper. So what I can do with this is ball my cast out there, let it get into that little deeper water. Dang it, they keep taking my tail. Hey, there's 10. Where's your buddy? 10. Here's a little deep hole. Almost had number 11. Hey, cow. Oh, hello, fish. Hello, 2 fishes. Oh my goodness. That was some beauties. Bump. Golly, there are big smallies like all over the place. Looks like George got him one. Work the plane. And I touched it, that's bonus points. Here, number 12. Oh, almost got it in the boat. I don't don't know if y'all saw that or not, but a very decent smallie came out, charged at it, and then just turned at the last second, probably because it saw the kayak. Oh, what a heartbreaker.
Not eagle claw laser cut. No, none of that. American eagle.
Yeah. Oh, you stinker. There we go. Stop. Dirty dozen. All right, very nice one. Dude, I went through so many kayaks today though. Oh. Oh, golly. He's not huge, but he slammed it while I was pushing off the rocks. I almost took the rod out of my hand. See, that's what I like, buddy. That's what I like. All right, number 13. Go! Double! No, one came off. $14, almost $15. Dang it. The big one came off too. Alright. What's that? 14. Oh, how'd you miss it? Well, that's about how the days went. We've seen so many good fish today, and many of them have struck at our baits, but just haven't gotten the baits in their mouths enough to get the hooks in them. I hope y'all had fun. I had a blast. I definitely need to bring my net with me next time. Like, oh my goodness, I'm kicking myself. But I had fun. I hope y'all learned something. And if you did, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Share it with anyone that you think it might help out. I love river fishing, and can't wait till next time. Take care, tight lines. We'll catch you later.